Excellent work today. Class dismissed.
Ugh. Can't say I'm terribly fond of all the dung in this class.
I take it you're ready to learn your new spell.
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
I will, Professor.
I will hold you to that promise. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead. Nice and steady wand movements. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile. Well done. Now, let us put it into practice, shall we? Go ahead and try it on the pumpkins.
Bombarda!
Excellent wand work. Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control. Textbook execution. Drop. Excellent. You have it well in hand.
Professor, might I have a moment?
Yes. What is it?
I was wondering what inspired your interest in magical beasts.
Are you considering some sort of profession in the field?
I haven't decided quite yet, but I do find magical beasts fascinating.
You do seem to engage well with the beasts in class. I believe that when choosing a path, particularly of a scholarly nature, one must take into account both one's enthusiasm for a particular subject, as well as how one may best serve the students to whom one is obligated to both inspire and teach.
Of course, Professor. When did your path become clear?
I recall it quite vividly. It was the summer between my 6th and 7th years. I read in the Prophet about a wizard who'd been selling alchemy eggs and disappeared in the mountains near my home. I knew of the alchemy, of course, from my studies, but they are native to lands east of here, such as India. I wondered if it was possible that an alchemy could be so nearby. Hence, I went to find it.
What type of beast is an alchemy?
It is a spectacular beast. A feathered, winged serpent-like creature that can grow or shrink to fit a particular space. Its eggs are made of pure silver, hence the desire to trade in them.
Seems quite a challenge finding an alchemy in the mountains.
It was. After a few days, during which my parents grew increasingly annoyed at my absence, I found what little remained of the wizard egg trader. He was near a tree hollow. And there, inside, was a nest with 7 silver alchemy eggs.
What did you do with them?
Nothing. Beasts are to be valued for what they can provide for wizard kind. Protective clothing, potion ingredients, even wand cores. Only poachers see the value in ending a beast's life for galleons. I left the eggs alone. I hid, and moments later, the beast flew right over my head. Breathtaking. She then seemed to all but disappear as she shrunk to fit into the hollow.
That sounds incredible.
Indeed. I knew in that moment that I needed to understand all that I could about beasts and ensure that wizard kind learned to benefit properly from them. Now, I trust that I have answered your question. You would do well to continue your study of beasts, regardless of your chosen path. Beasts and all that they provide will vastly improve your life, and perhaps one day even save it.
I shall remember that, Professor. Thank you. Revelio.
You can get all sorts of clothing at Glad Rags. Not just common wear either. I've seen rare garments.
I keep things clean as a whistle, but it's... Oh, what's that vile stench? Oh, what is the country doing?
Revelio.
You'll never believe what I've learned.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
I know we had to do it to open the scriptorium, but it's not something I'd want to repeat.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Some references Sebastian mentioned in the book do worry me.
I'm glad you understand. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further. But if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
Revelio!
High Wing, go!
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Yes, there's mistakes, but I can't. If I'm to think on it, we've seen far worse in our years.
I've had enough of Fellcroft.
And be sure to stoke the flames with an easy hand. I seem to recall last time you put the thing out. Likely we'll need more wood.
Totalis, right here. Nobody will believe I defeated an Ashwinder by myself.
Revelio.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Bombarda. Protego. Stupefy.
Bombarda!
Revelio.
Sometimes I do wonder if your eyes are still in your head. I really do.
Bombarda!
Manners are important, though, aren't they? Even in a fight.
Bombarda! Protego! Stupefy!
My father used to enchant.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little.
Bombarda! Defender! Confringo! Bombarda! Glacius! Defender!
I know there was something I was meant to pick up in town, but...
Hello again, Miss Wolf.
Hello again. What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
Do you know what you might be looking for? Thank you for your business. Hope you'll come and see me again.
All items, magical beast byproducts are becoming far more difficult to come by. That reminds me. I'm to pick up some cabbages.
Hello again, Miss Wolf.
Hello again. What can I do for you?
Any whispers of anything going about the town?
There's a rampant dug bug on the loose. It's more aggressive than others and has some peculiar markings. It's making life miserable in Pitterpond I wish someone would do something about it.
Can you tell me more about yourself?
Oh, I haven't had a normal conversation with anyone for a while, so pardon me if I'm a little rusty. My father passed away recently and I've been completely occupied with keeping the business afloat. I hadn't realised how much work went into running a shop. Inventories, maintenance, customers, bills, accounts, and on and on.
What can you tell me about your shop?
It may not be as fine as what you'd find in Hogsmeade, but I think we have a certain rustic charm all of our own. We sell all sorts of beast by-products for potion making. Some of the rarer stuff, too. That all falls on me now.
I actually have to be off, but it was nice talking to you. Revelio. Wonder who lives here. Revelio.
Flipendo might seem like harmless fun, but not when you've just had...
Bromley Gaunt was the sort who'd flay her own mother. Could do with a nice mushroom. Over here!
Bombarda!
You will suffer.
Protego!
Clever.
Confringo! Defender!
You.
Bombarda! The beasts are safer now. This looks intriguing.
Most goblins in my family worked in the mines at one time or other. Someone's here.
Confringo! Defender! Glaciers! Protego! You... Revelio. Depulso. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Knowing a meat, he's likely studied here.
Fall dead asleep on my feet, I could.
Revelio. Depulso. Confringo. Protego. Bombarda. Glacius. Defender. Confringo. Glacius. Bombarda.
Handy resource.
Revelio. Here's one of those tables, Professor.
Only following orders. Leave your accusations in someone else's direction if you don't mind.
Bombarda. Confringo. Glacius. Confringo. Bombarda.
I should investigate.
Lumos. Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Revelio.
Knowing the meat, he's likely studied here.
Revelio.
Where did I set my traps? Was it Lower Hogsfield or Upper Hogsfield?
Lumos.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poachers' best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way. A centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water. This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure. But look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Revelio.
Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelts. Poor beasts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures, though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
They come after me. I'll stick 'em like a knobtail. Yes, but only muggles fall to such ailments. You really do worry too much. Gah!
Trafficus totalis.
Always one, isn't there? Except this time, it's not just one, is it? It's the whole lot of us, all falling prey to some delusion what seems to have gripped one of us' minds. That's what's happened here, isn't it?
Trafficus totalis.
Turn my back for 1 second and what happens? Calamity. The very moment I don't have every one of you standing in my line of sight is a disaster. And the first one of you's trying to pin it on me, you can count the minutes till you speak your...
Trafficus totalis.
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
Revelio. Revelio.
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Horntail Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted. What I wouldn't give to be a Demiguise right now.
I think I heard something. Don't know what Victor was thinking struggling with this Totalis. Revelio.
That's a brilliant idea.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Nah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is going to get me precisely.
It's Totalis. Revelio.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her, shall we? Yes. The more hushed approach is likely wise. Look, they've got Flagonel. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Lumos.
Lumos!
Aloha, Mora.
All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
One foot in front of the next and a wide.
Careful! Ramrod will want his dragon intact!
The dragon is to tell us.
Loud as a troll you are! You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend. My point.
Like to torture dragons, do you?
Let's see you.
Defender. Careful not to get
Aim for the ring at the front of her restraints.
Accurate. This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
This way.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely. It'll be hard hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
Should we expect trouble from the poachers, given the trouble we just caused?
It'd be foolish not to expect it. They're not a forgiving lot. I'm sorry to say that you likely have a larger target on your back now because of what we just did.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
You can't imagine how you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Tired of wasting my time. We've got precious opportunities now. Opportunities that could have brought spoils to our hands. But now, they've fallen to the wayside on account of feeble thinking.
I know a Merlin trial when I see one. Revelio.
Go and patrol.
Like I ain't got nothing better to do.
Tell us.
Who's there?
Ranrock has fooled you all to your demise. Revelio. Revelio. Bombarda.
Hurrah, me lads in Rookwood Taunted Glade!
Confringo. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Compulso. Levioso.
How come I always find it short sword?
Accio. Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Descendo. Depulso. Descendo. Accio.
Rockborough's famous for someone having a pet troll and not much else.
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she will be easier on me if you are there.
I'll watch the light out of your eyes.
Levioso. Protego.
Kill you for this! That goblin helmet. I want that back now. Accio! Stupid one. There's talk about you interfered with us and that woman, isn't it? Accio! Protego! Leviosa! Accio! Confringo!
May finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Thank you again for delivering those potions to Madame Lawing. Saved me a lot of time and trouble. What can I do for you today? A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Oh, I do hope Mary and her neighbours aren't harmed.
Excuse me, sir. Are you all right?
Just barely. But I don't want to trouble a student with my woes.
I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you.
I'm not so sure. Name's Crispin Dunn, by the way. I trade in the surrounding hamlets. Do the most business in Arranshire. A lovely little hamlet. Just stunning gardens. Just the other day, the Daily Prophet ran an article on its scenic hedgerows. Actually, before I go on, I should ask, are you afraid of spiders?
Spiders don't bother me at all. You'd be impressed by how many I've dispatched lately.
Lucky you. The hamlet's overrun with the vile things, and they're acting abnormally aggressively. I'm concerned about my customers, of course, but it appears that most of the hamlet's residents fled to safety. It's my friend Mary I worry about. I haven't heard from her, and I fear she's trapped in her cottage.
Understandable, but why don't you check on her yourself?
I would, but I have a crippling fear of the eight-legged beasts, which I, unlike you, seem incapable of conquering. I don't know what to do. Can you think of anyone who can help Mary?
Why are there so many spiders in Arranshire all of a sudden?
I honestly don't know. I've never seen so many spiders in all of my life. It's almost as if someone's breeding them. They've trapped the entire hamlet in webs. I was lucky to escape it all. Mary always has a way with these beasts. It's very concerning not to hear from her.
Why is it you can't conquer your fear of spiders?
When I was a small child, I was being tormented and chased by a group of local bullies and slid into the hollow of a tree to hide. Within moments, spiders were crawling over every inch of my body. Seemed I'd stumbled on a nest. I couldn't move, paralysed by fear of the spiders and an equally profound fear of the wizards I knew were just outside the tree. I was there for what seemed hours. I can feel their legs on me now just talking about it. Ugh.
Why didn't you ask the ministry for help?
I did. Reached out to anyone who would listen. Tried Minister Spout old Spavin himself. But evidently they have their hands full with who knows what else. It seems this little hamlet has to fend for itself.
I'll try my very best, Mr. Dunn.
Please do. If you can think of anyone that may be brave enough to help, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. They'll find Arranshire southeast of Hogsmeade, just below the train station.
This must be Arranshire. I'd best keep an eye out for spiders.
Glacier! Defender! Bombarder! Potato! Stupefy! Confringo!
Even more aggressive than I'd expected.
Glacier! Bombarder! Stupefy! Confringo! Defender! Protego! Confringo! Bombarder! Glacier! Stupefy! Confringo! Stupefy! Bombarder!
Surely that's the last of them.
Revelio.
My Lord's daughter was to get that watch. The absconder assassin. sorted.
Oh no, this must be Mary. Poor woman. If Mary was breeding these things in her cellar, that means there are more underground. I need to destroy every last spider in that cellar if this is to end. If this is where Mary bred the spiders, they're not here now. Revelio. This isn't a good sign. These spiders have gone somewhere. A ladder. Not sure I want to know where this leads. I'd best be ready for whatever I may find down there. Exact. To find and destroy all of these before the situation gets even worse. Revelio. Defender. Confringo. Bombarda. Glacier. Confringo! Defender! Bombarda! Confringo! 8 legs is simply too many. Defender! That's one exact destroyed. I should get the rest. These 8 must be destroyed. Revelio. I hate to think that they see me, but I don't see them. Revelio. Bombarda! Protego! Stupefy! Confringo! Glacius! Bombarda! Confringo! Glacius! Defender!
Confringo!
Half finished, but I need to destroy all of the egg sacs.
Bombarda! Glacier! Defender! Bombarda! Defender! Glaciers! Confringo! Potato! Stupefy! Glaciers! Confringo! Defender! Bombarda! Confringo! Glaciers! Defender! Bombarda! Glaciers! Defender! Confringo! Revelio. Defender. That's the last spider sacs. Revelio. I suppose I know what happened to Mary Portman now. She was breeding the spiders. I hope that's the last spider. Bombarda! Glaciers! Bombarda! Protego! Bombarda! Glacius! Defender! Bombarda! Revelio!
Oh, wait. That's the last one. She's angry.
Protego! Bombarda! Glacius! Defender!
I'll be having nightmares for the rest of my life after that.
Glacius! Bombarda! Protego! Confringo! Defender! Glacius! Bombarda! Confringo!
Not my fault you're a deadly great spider.
Revelio!
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
The absconder assassin. A remarkable thing you did there, to say the least.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
You're back. Nice to see you again. What are we looking for today? Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Those poachers make a poor thing.
Mr. Dunn, I have some news.
Thank Merlin. About my sweet friend Mary.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Dunn. She was an innocent victim.
Poor Mary. Fighting for the Hamlet to the bitter end, no doubt. A noble sacrifice. She truly was a remarkable woman. Remarkable. She didn't deserve this. Few do.
I am sorry about your friend. But you'll be relieved to know that I cleared out the spiders. It's safe to return now.
You? You cleared out the spiders? I can't believe it, but I'm certainly relieved. I imagine the first order of business will be to help the Hamlet rebuild. I suppose I have nothing to fear from dead spiders.
That's the spirit. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you again for all you've done. I shall keep you apprised of the Hamlet's rebuilding.
Glad I could be of help, and I look forward to visiting your shop the next time I'm in Arranshire.
To dearly departed Mary. You're the one who took care of that awful acromantula near Arranshire, aren't you? Fine bit of work, that.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this. Revelio!
Infra Canutt, Infra Galleon. Omelette Gauls with the sorted flavor.
Aloha Mora. Revelio. Revelio.
Thank you again for delivering those potions.
Aloha Mora. Revelio. 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 Revelio.
It's like a place right out of a storybook. What do you have in store for me this time?
Revelio. Aloha Mora.
What do we have here? Demiguise. Mine now, Demiguise.
Revelio.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.